Okay, quick little interesting thing in comparison video here, or unboxing I guess you'd call it. We're used to the normal incandescent bulbs that have been replaced by compact fluorescent and also LED like that. Some smaller incandescent that are, I think this is an appliance bulb for long life. And a cute little 5-watt similar, tungsten bulb. Same thing for DC. This is the backlight for a motorcycle speedometer. Very tiny filament in there. Somehow it survives all the vibration. And then even smaller, the smallest bulb I have is a grain of wheat bulb. I use these for doing flat fields for astronomy, actually, because versus an LED or a compact fluorescent or anything else, this is black body radiation, so it's full spectrum. You're not dealing with an ionized gas or anything like that, so you get full spectrum light from it. No peaks and valleys that you get with an excited gas or excited phosphorus, something like that. So a while ago I picked up this behemoth. I don't know why. It was just so cool. I thought maybe, hey, I had a great idea. So I have kind of big hands, unlike the president, and you can see how big this guy is. This is 1,000 watt. It's a bigger base. It is still screw. It's also called a mogul base, but so this is a kind of a normal 100-watt bulb. Here is a 1,000 watt or 1 kilowatt AC tungsten incandescent bulb. It puts out 1,600 lumens and will last, what does it say, 1,000 hours. And I have not fired this one up yet, but I just think it's cool. I mean, eventually we're not going to have big industrial production of glass like this. Obviously tubes are, almost completely gone, and no need for CRTs or anything like that either. So I have had that for a while. Let me put that back in its box. You can actually get this thing on Amazon, but what else can't you get on Amazon? Well, there is something you can't get on Amazon, and let me show you that here. A quarter rolled around, you get the eBay bucks, and kind of try to buy something crazy. So this is the unboxing portion of the video. I picked up a 2,000 watt, 120 volt, that's kind of weird, G48 bulb. It says for motion picture. Now I don't know if this is for projection or for lighting. I think it's for projection actually. So it's a mogul bipin base, so not the screw-in, although this is also called a mogul, but you don't hear that much anymore. So it's a 2,000 watt mogul bipin, so plus or minus 15 amps, something like that. I'll end up running this outside. I need to get a base for it to use as a ceramic base, and you'll see it's a very interesting connection because you got to put a lot of amps through it. And this very ancient looking, now it says 1964, I believe it's 1964 on there. And it just says, keep it clean, don't touch it. There may be cleaning powder actually inside the bulb, and it talks about that here. Make sure you shake that so there isn't a path of conduction, so you get a short circuit, although being able to tell the short circuit between this bulb, or the difference between a short circuit and this bulb's resistance is probably kind of difficult. And you got to burn it up or down, not on its side, and don't burn it more than 45 degrees from the rated burning position. Well, up or down, plus or minus 45, so just don't burn it on its side, I guess is what they're saying. Don't have the power on when it's put in or take out, or it's like a welder. Anyway, it's made here in the USA, or was made here in the USA in New Jersey. And yeah, I don't know. I think it probably needs some form of forced air cooling. I looked online a bit. They said, maybe even 600 cubic feet per minute. And yeah, I don't know. Obviously you wouldn't want to apply it to one side or the other. Anyway, so I'll figure that out, and we'll burn this and I'll record it. So this is kind of big. It's well boxed. It's cool that it's in the original box. So here it is. This thing is so cool. Hopefully you can see that. Actually, let me put it on this. Maybe you can see it better. So there you go. Starting at the base, so huge copper lugs. They do seem hollow. I don't know how they made up with the glass. There's some red stuff in here, and where they've closed the envelope. Now, Is this some kind of similar expansion glass like Kovar, or did they have Kovar in the 60s? I don't know. If you know if they had Kovar in the 60s, Kovar has the same coefficient of thermal expansion as borosilicate glass, so it's often used for stuff like this. Maybe it's just lucky, but I have no idea how they got those things on there. The copper stops there, then the red that you see is behind the glass, and then the filaments. So yeah, huge filaments. You can see the two circuits, so, or the in and the out of the circuit. Each silver post is, a pole. These little glass beads, top and bottom, that hold the thing aren't energized, or shouldn't be energized, and they're just to form structure to, weave this filament back and forth in the U's. There's looking to the base. It does have a hand marking on it on the inside. I don't know what the heck that means. It looks like 05, I don't know, something for Y4, so I don't know. So anyway, I just thought everybody would be interested in seeing that. It says on the top, radiant 2000 watts, burn base down, which would mean like that. 2000 watts, 120 volts, so a 2 kilowatt freaking light bulb. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to fire that up. And again, to compare, here's what we normally have in our homes, or anyway, something like this these days. I think this is a lot cooler, even though it's really hot. Obviously a huge waste of energy. I'm going to go outside with a generator and hook it up sometime in the future and run it outside at night. So hope that was interesting. I bought this thing just because it's interesting, and we don't make anything, no one makes anything like this anymore, I don't think. No reason really to, anyway. Thanks.